7 hunting. We have 67 hunting. 14 metal. That's a lot more than 14. What would be 14 for you then? 30% of you would be close enough, I guess. There we go. Actually, you're not meant to be any hemp at all here, right? No, 19 hemp. Okay. But there, that should get us quite a bit more pelts produced and up the desire for hemp, because we're overflowing with hemp. Not inherently a bad thing. Check if there are any new needs in Pomerate. Well, I mean, Wildcard needs to get back there with their goodies. But wasn't there somewhere else that's meant to produce pelts for me? Flensburg. Man, I had a lot of people die in Flensburg. I almost feel bad for that. But they are smithing, they are hunting. This is okay. It should be even 50-50. 51 and 50. Good. Just good. So there we go, and Rostock's guy is dealt with. And hopefully he'll have more desires for us. Again, he wants me to buy land, and trust me, I do. But I need this. And again, the lack of mead is an issue. Fortunately, I can buy that stuff back up and give it to him. So this is amazing. This is my way of finally dealing with the lords. This would not be possible if I hadn't changed the game files. And since it's that kind of stream today, we're going to go back into it. Come back, Notepad. And come back, Notepad++ in P4 on OBS. So there's a certain mission that I have altered to allow this to happen. Otherwise, you won't get it to occur this often. And it is LF16. This is the mission. What I have done, I assume, is I've reduced the idle time massively so that it should be able to trigger immediately after you had it. Normally it has an idle time of what I can only assume is 20 days, and that's a problem because it means you're going to wait forever on your stars aligning to make Mr. Rostock here happy. Oh, I can't wait to have this completely done and I never have to deal with lords again. Except if this goes below... What just stopped? I hope it wasn't Nimwagen's hemp. No, but Nimwagen should be making me some boats, maybe? Nah, it's not a big deal. Nimwagen's nice enough. If his happiness goes below 90, he's not giving me a damn thing. There we go, that's what we need. Again, he wants the mead, though. I just don't have mead for you. His demands are high because population is pretty high. Haarlem and Groningen both eating storage costs. I hope it's for grain. It's not for grain. Why would Groningen hit storage capacity? Sounds to me like I have nowhere near enough warehouses if that's the case. Because storage should not be a problem around here. I think across all my cities I need just more storage. Because I need to hold it anyway for the large demand that I'm going to have everywhere. None of these things are problems. Okay, thankfully we have the hemp here once more. Not the hemp, the mead. One good thing about having the competitors in Aalborg is they actually produce that mead for me. But can I not just go to somewhere and pick up the meat that I produce? I often forget who does it, but lo and behold, it's Scarborough. Just give me all the mead. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna go to Scarborough and just take it. We're fast. Look at how fast we are. Like a rocket. Just give me all your mead. I need it more than you do. Interestingly enough, there's a lot of mead over here in Boston. Just give it all to me. And we'll pick up these people who are from Gotham City, but they're not going to Gotham City. Well, okay, I pretty much passed by Gotham City, there you go. Because 1,000 ducats is so impactful. That's a lie, it is not in any sense impactful. And Rostock, just for now, I'm going to tell you, please do not sell mead. Because I need it for this guy. So his happiness is at 80, we fulfill that. He becomes a lot happier. And he wants me to do other reprehensible things. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, I'm not buying lands from you either. I will, however, take those commercial loots. And it's pelts that I'm lacking. This fussy guy, can he not just take some grain or something and be done with it? Funny thing is, we're just straight up lacking pelts here. I need to go and pick up some more. Aalborg fortunately have pelts, but I should be able to get some from Nestved. So I will. Sorry, but you do not return to Visby. Alright, do me a favor as well, and do not sell your pelts. I'll sort this out later, though. Cloth, pelts, and mead. Done. Buying lands, not done. We're getting there, 8 out of 13, and once it's done, we never have to deal with him again. I thought of something for the weekly one-shot, says Spam Bucka. Would you guys like beer challenge? I hate beer. For example, finish Resi 4 on normal, on a fresh run, on professional, with 1 or 2 runs as preparation. Each 20 minutes, Jake has to take a break and finish a beer and continue. Each death means he has to drink 1 extra. No. I do like that kind of thing, but I would rather it be like you have to get down and do 20 push-ups. Okay, something hit you, number 2, and I suspect it was my own balls. Okay, this is all going fine. Too much wine is being produced, that is a lie. Danzig is starving, Danzig is also a lie. But it's good to see that starvation doesn't seem too widespread. Danzig has different kinds of food, but just not enough meat going out there. Oh well, this stuff will normalize. I'll just keep telling myself that. So once again, I need you to get me that, yeah, there we go, and there we go. 4 more and it's done. I am so happy by that. Except I need the money to make him happy too. What's your goal for the rest of this campaign? Well, the Hansa isn't perfect. Once I've finished off with all of the lords and all of the trade routes, the next goal is to get all of these cities to 60,000 population. Now, it's not possible in all of them, but that's what I'm going for. Why is Stockholm always so dying? It should be fine right now. Here, have a big meal for the poor. Now, you're meant to produce loads of mead for me, and that's a problem because you don't get enough honey. I sincerely doubt I bring enough honey over there. Okay, that's, that is telling for me. When I look to my mead, Stockholm is meant to bring me ducats and buckets of it. But counting house admin. Yeah, you do hold on to lots of honey, as you should. But for one, I don't have an abundant. No, I got honey. I got honey for days. So I need to find the honey east. Honey, Alberg, Blub, Blub does the west. Bombs Ahoy does the center. You do the west. Syracusae does the east, and you meant to have tons of it. So why are you failing me? You even hit up Stockholm pretty much first. Can't understand it. Let me double check and make sure you actually do Stockholm properly. Unload, load. And I know that Stockholm's counting house has it sorted properly. You freeze 4,000 of it for yourself. You sell at a reasonable amount. So why is that a problem? I don't know, but it's a job for the wild card. I need to be in Rostock right now. Get out there to Alberg. Actually pick up that while we're at it. And you've got other things going on. Money, my favorite. Alright, so they picked up loads of that honey. Where produces honey for me that I could grab a ton of it? Cologne and Lübeck. Lübeck, do I actually take your honey? I must do, otherwise you wouldn't have tons of it like that. Interesting. Glitch in the matrix is what it seems. It's getting dangerous. I need that to be... There we go. It's good, because fulfilling that brings up his happiness as well. Jake, what mission are you increasing? His demands for money and him giving me land routes. Cities earlier and the route stacking too much? Well, that wouldn't be a problem because it would eventually normalize. And a lot of that is what I'm going to need quite a few months, maybe even a year for everything to normalize once the production is balanced out. Alright, 2 more of these routes and we're done.
I see you are helping me develop my city. Keep up the good work.
Lack of stockfish, 23. I should have that. Danzig man is pretty happy. 1 more. Come on, don't let me down now. 92, 90, thank God, we got it. We got them all. Every single land route is mine. For the first time ever. I've never done this before. The only thing I have to do is buy 1 more possession off of him. So I need 115.5 million ducats for him to never bother me again. We're gonna have to wait a cycle on that because that's way too much money. Grab me that. Oh, right, I never got my treasure. If only I knew where that was. Alright, bathtub. There you go. Pittance, really, but everything's going towards that lord. Look at this trade. Minden. Erfurt. We can't not build up Erfurt, can we? Berlin. The seems to be a severe lack in so-called random goods here. I'm a bit disappointed. But I know that the inlands cannot support... Well, there's an idea. I could have the inland cities completely deal with themselves. That means they would be an independent unit. There's a downside to that, and that is that I don't produce all the goods, which means there'll be too much overproduction, and that is a problem, unless I just bung them over to one place and deal with them later, such as overproducing pitch or metal goods or something to go to Haarlem, or maybe even Bruges if I move my entire operation to the Mediterranean, either to Bruges or Groningen. And then I can dump extra goods that way. That is probably what I will do. Either that or I will have to marry these inland cities into the greater Hanseatic system. But I don't know what they're missing. And I'm certain that I wrote it down. Jake, you should use the inland cities for goods that are smaller in weight. This is true, but it's probably not what I'll do, because even if I don't produce, say, grain in Posen, I'm going to have to produce it here and still cart it off. So I don't buy that logic. I will, however, have to buy a metric bollock ton of carts. Now, Rostock is kept very well supplied. Now, if you think of the tonnage that I need... Okay, let's take, for example, I only deal with these cities, and I currently deal with 1/6 of the supply and demand that I'm going to be having, because all these are going to be increased from 10,000 to about 60,000. The amount of haulage I have in my company, my amount of cargo space, is, let's say, 400,000. 400,000 cargo space deals with 33 cities at 1/6 of their capacity. So multiply that by 6, and you'll have the amount of cargo space I need to deal with everything at maximum. Then I have to deal with 1, 2, 3, 4... No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Alright, 7 inland cities. And the amount of cargo I can get on one wagon is 100. So how many wagons am I going to need to hypothetically deal with the inland cities? Just someone tell me, because I want to know. Jake, maybe build up a new hub city on the coast, like Kongsberg, and set up a bunch of wagon supply trains there, like your supply ships. Possibly. An alternative is that I move my entire system from Aalborg to... Hamburg is the one that makes the most sense. However I do it, it's a lot of work. Quick back of the envelope calculation, that'll do. That'll do. Is there a university upgrade for wagons? Oh man, you'd think they put a lot of love into this expansion. Okay, that's unfair. They probably put a lot of love into it, but it needed a lot of thinking through. We'll go to our university, we'll do research, and we've finished all that. We should actually do building trade or cannon. But no, there's nothing that makes the wagons better. And nothing stops them getting attacked. So there's another thing. I have to take into account the fact that my wagons get attacked constantly, and that will pull down the amount that I can supply these cities by. Why do you... Okay, the only reason that you are the one that isn't starving is because you produce both cheese and grain. That's kind of cute. Okay, there was a train of thought and I dropped it. It was checking my university. Flensburg. Flensburg, you should be growing a bit more. Have a meal for the poor. And tell me why you don't have a mint already. My people should be utterly minted. Wow, just no space. More minted people are better people, because rich people are better people. I don't think I have any infirmaries in Flensburg, not that I can see. I do make some sweet moolah though. I love making tons of rent. Right, these chapels will also help boost up their satisfaction, or so I'm told. Yeah, so would some wells, but forget putting down wells. Too much wine is being produced. I disagree. And I barely have an abundance of wine there or there. Oh, Thorn, how are you getting on? That's a housing capacity. Or occupancy, rather. But it doesn't look, from what I can see, that the AI has built many houses, nor have they built them too offensively. This is good. It means I can actually build them up a bit better. Why does some of the AI say, "Hello, uncle"? And I want to drown the markets here. Well, I thought for the future, probably. In any case, I need to... Ah, this is awful. Don't need quite 80 of them, but I need a lot of houses right now. Doesn't bother me too much that there's not enough wood or clay for it all. As I'm sure you all know, we are the wood and clay man. Which might have sounded a daft thing. I was just trying to get into the fact that the wood and clay will reach the place eventually, since I have a supply ship made specifically for Thorn, and it doesn't have to have these built anytime soon anyway. We'll be done with one more bunch of these. We're low on wood. Yeah, well, you can thank me for that. Beautiful. Just beautiful. They're low on hemp, however. How is that even possible? Are you telling me that my supply Thorn ship doesn't do enough? Supply Nov, supply Thorn, prosper. Why do you not pick up hemp? Why do you pick up no hemp? Ah, because I copied it from Hull. What's-its? Right, that's a problem. Pick up 120 hemp, please. This tells me that my other one might be foolish. Then you go to Thorn, you dump and load. Okay. KevDev, do you do the same? I care about what you load. I'm not sure if that's enough for a hungry Novgorod. Novgorod is a 14-day trip away from you, and their 10-day demand for things is probably a lot more than you give them. Yes, it is. Wow, no wonder Novgorod's in recession. Okay, so for one, KevDev, you need to be a lot more people. So get over to Neshtved and organize. River cogs only, however I should have plenty of those. 3,000, I want a bit more. This is Novgorod we're talking about. Crown jewel of the everything. You know, it's kind of surreal that I survived as Rostov. I actually can't. I have this feeling of disbelief about it all. Okay, no, you go to Aalborg, right. That's it. There is friendly fire in the game. That's fascinating. And I got ravaged by my own ship there. That's kind of cool, though. Very cool. Did anyone pay attention to what ship that was? I get the feeling it was the Zenanira. No, it was not. Okay, I'm not actually sure which of my ships got ravaged there, but I should check later. Kev. There you are in Aalborg. And I want you to... When you supply Novgorod, I want you to pick up a lot more goodies. I mean, I should take a look at Novgorod's 10-day demand here. Alternatively, I have this on my spreadsheet. So let's bring that old nugget back up again. I have here a calculation for the demands depending on the population here. So for example, these are all the goods that my Hansa need in 10 days, assuming that my Hansa is 250,000 people. But Novgorod is 10,000 people. So their 10-day demand is this. Now, since it takes 14 days, I'm going to multiply it by 1.5, the amount of people there. And we can see that it's 3,556 goods. So, I'm going to bring that away for now. I'll have it on my own screen for my numbers still. But it means that I need you to load up quite a lot here. I need you to load up, damn, quite a lot. I'm going to round everything up to the nearest 50, I think. So, 250 wood. They only produce cheese, so I know they don't need any raw materials for production. 450 clay. Grain they need a lot of. 450 should do. Grain, hemp as well, they need 250. Wool, well, 200 really. That's a nice wool, iron and honey. It's all the same that they need there. Then there's salt, very humble, just 100. Metal goods, quite a few. Mead, quite a lot. Damn, people are very meaty. Cloth demands are low. Beer demands are high. And there's stockfish. There's always a need for stockfish. What else is there? Clothing demands. Quite a few. Cheesy demands. Pitch is kind of high, but pelts are pretty low. The meat is also pretty low. Never underestimate people's desire for the others. So, how much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2,000. 2,100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, yeah. Should be good. Should be damn good with that. So I'll tell them to get back to work, and no. Wonder if there's a way to make them do this a bit better. What if I completely dump all their goods right now? Will they not go to Novgorod? No, they're still going to Novgorod. Yeesh, I didn't want to have to do this manually, but I think I'll just wing it. Because Novgorod's in a hungry place right now. Yeah, they'll never need that much hemp, but I want them to have some wine. Alright, get to work with that. Okay. Jake, where did you get the information for the spreadsheet? I would like to try creating my own little Hansa. I could actually share the spreadsheet if you remind me later on. I will post it up probably on the first video that I put on YouTube for it, since it is good information. Quite a lot of it is stuff that I have garnered from the official forums, but then quite a bit of it is my own creation as well. What you see here, for example, is a borrowed one. Somebody had put up a theoretical perfect Hansa calculation. That's where quite a lot of these come from, but I've modified them, especially the values that it pulls from, and made my own versions of them. Similarly, this missions information I pulled directly from the German forum.